sin. You are not making me kill anyone.
Sean Nimes YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key. I got Dandia here once again with me doing another review. This time we doing a TV show review. I guess you can call it TV show review / streaming show that's on Netflix. And we are doing You Season 3. I ain't gonna say I'm the biggest fan of You, but it ain't something that I don't went back and watch like over again. I like it watching it for the first time. I like it watching it that one time, and like if it's something like I can really enjoy, I might go back and watch it. But watching a recap, I pretty much was good on everything I needed to know as far as this, because everything after the pandemic, I guess they had to film this kind of late, so it was kind of a minute before we got this new season. Before we get into the review, how do you feel about this season? And are you a hardcore fan?
I mean, I like it. I don't know if I'm gonna go back and watch it. I mean, it's very entertaining, so maybe, but like not right now. I like this series. I like how it was like multiple stories, and it wasn't just like, oh, this is one problem that we have, and we're gonna take the whole season to solve it. Versus like, we got this problem, we gonna solve it, kinda, and then we got another problem there. Like, I like how the problems kept mounting up, so like, it kept it interesting. And it was like, y'all ain't even fully solved this problem, and now you got 8 more.
I do like that, because going into this, I wasn't expecting them to just off the bat do what they did. I'm gonna say off the gate. I guess I'm not gonna spoil this because I feel like it's still early. It started Friday, so I don't know if I want to spoil. Do you? Let me see.
I cannot spoil it. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna try not to. Just cut it out if I spoil it.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna apologize earlier. We spoiled a little bit of stuff that we not supposed to spoil, but I'm gonna try not to. We gonna try not to. But the thing you was talking about going into this, I was expecting certain things to happen as far as Joe, but it did go left in the first episode, and I was like, oh, so we not doing that.
Well, I feel like the way the season ended, everybody was screaming the same thing at the TV. It's like, do you know who you married to? Like, girl, you can't be. Come on, Joe. And she did exactly what we all thought she was gonna do. Just say that.
But the same time, she didn't know who she was married to. Joe, hey, I was at a minute, because this whole season, one thing I'm gonna say, and I don't feel like this spoilers, I'm gonna say this: Joe is kind of off his shit in this season. Being that we are rooting for a nigga that's crazy and a serial killer, we all know this. But let's be honest. That's just the good acting on. Hold on, I gotta say his name, Penn Bagley. As far as I know, that's his name, Penn Bagley. That's playing Joe. That's just good on his acting. Cause I'm like, man, every time the episodes go off, I'm like, damn, what Joe gonna do? But I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. This is a goddamn crazy nigga that's done killed like 3-4 girls, innocent girls. But the thing about this show is they make people so much assholes that you kind of be rooting for Joe in certain moments. But let's be honest. The people he killed, especially the girls, they are innocent. They are innocent, especially that first girl.
I want to touch on that because I feel like people are like seriously rooting for Joe. Like, Joe this, Joe. I'm like, Joe is the exact same person that Love is. They're the exact same person. Once hold on. Once
this season, it made us kind of a separation.
No. Love, the only difference is Joe is calculated and Love is impulsive. That's it. Bruh, because think about it.
You right. I gotta go.
What did he do? What did he do when Candace said she was done with him and she was leaving? What
did he do to I had to think about that. What did he do to
Guinevere? And he has the same pattern that Love does, because Love loves him. And it's so, I like the fact that they named her Love, even though her name is like Gwendolyn. Like, her first name is Gwendolyn, like 40's first name is Henry. Like, that's
you're right. It's the calculation with Joe. Because Love is right then and right there. It's right. I ain't hesitating for nothing. And the fact is, I forgot about that because of her reaction at the end. This is why I love season 2 so much and that ending, because I was not expecting that. I was like, whoa, she. So going off that's why I said when they did the recap, I was like, okay, yeah, I keep forgetting going into that first episode just how with the smoke she is. Look.
But yeah, I like that they named her character Love, because I feel like she embodies what like psychotic love is. Because she, like, the fact that I feel like, I want to say she's selfish. And I feel like Love is kind of.
Oh, man, selfish. She was super selfish this season. She was super selfish, man. But this nigga Joe. At first, I'm like,
I'm gonna go ahead and say that with my chest. Joe ain't shit. He makes you think he's such a good person, but Joe ain't shit.
Cause I'm like, okay, if she wouldn't have done what she did in that first episode, he would have still been on his shit. One thing I love about this season, and I'm gonna say it. That's why I said I'm not trying to spoil nothing. One thing I love about this season, somebody keep calling his ass out about that goddamn hat. I seen your ass, nigga. You standing back there. I see you. Thank you. He keep putting his head on walking. I see you.
Like he invisible. Like, Joe, we see you, and you won't even be sneaky about.
I'm gonna say this. When he came at that damn elevator, I was happy as hell. I said, yes, pop his guy. His goddamn man walking around thinking he cool. And I knew it. I said, something ain't right. He see your ass, Joe. You walking around with this goddamn Batman shit on thinking you invisible and shit. It's something with this hat where he think he invisible. And somebody else called his ass about it too. Was it in season 2? Somebody else called him out about it. They called his ass and he... I don't know who he think he is with this hat.
Oh man, I like how they the theme of marriage was heavily portrayed, and like the different types of marriages you saw, and like especially with the other characters, Sherry and Carrie. Like when I first was introduced to them, I was like, I ain't gonna like them. By the end of the season,
that's why I love this season. Yes.
I jumped on their team quick. I was like, yeah, because they some real ones. Like when you first watch.
Hey, oh my God, man, that scene in the bedroom. Because I was for a minute thinking, okay, they didn't hear she. She was standing there. She said, "Go, oh." Run, Carrie, run! I was rooting against Joe. I was rooting against because I was like,
how would me and my husband handle this situation? Like,
they did better than us. They did better than us because after the gate, I would have been. They would have got me.
I would have been ready to fight. Hands up, we fight.
They did that because I didn't even know. I said, okay, they didn't hear them because they looked like they was ready to get back going.
No.
Before we finish, I got one of the funny scenes, and me and my wife watching this, we had to turn the scene down when they was doing their extracurricular activities, and the wife was with Joe. The other wife, Sherry was with Joe.
Yeah, Sherry.
Was she crying when he threw her off? She was trying. I was like, what the hell wrong with her, man? She was wild. That shit had me rolling because she looked like she was crying.
I don't know, were they all on drugs?
And
they was all drunk. They had at least been drinking, so I don't.
But hold on. You know my man, Carrie, he had all the extra shit he brought with him in that scene.
Yo, when they went on the retreat, I was like on my Riley from the Boondock shit. Nigga, this sound gay.
I'm telling you, and I'm so glad they didn't do that. Being that I'm like, man, please don't go this route. I hope that, because I kept thinking that.
I kept thinking to take that route, and I was like, let's not. Just not for this. I don't care. Representation for everyone. Yes, representation for everyone. But like we had the couple. We had a gay couple in this season. So
I want to say something about them too. I love that couple. And I'm going to say something about that blind dude, man. I was telling my wife, I said, if something would have happened to him, I would have went off. He was so damn nice and so, man. Hey, if something would have happened to him, I would have went off. He was so nice, man. It was just something about, he was just so nice.
Something that has to do with him actually made me cry, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, you gotta let me know what that is, because oh, was it the ending? Was it? Okay, I got what you. Yes. Because I told my
that is the most noble thing he's done in the past seasons.
Yes.
I was like, out of everything that he's done, out of the righteousness of trying to he doing that and killing the pedophile last season. Yes.
I forgot about him doing that last season.
Huh?
That's why I say that's why I say the difference between him and Love. You kind of got Love was on.
No, I can give him the fact that he hurt people that were already hurting people. Like the first person he ever killed was the dude that was hurting his mama.
And that's another thing about this season. The backstories. We get more backstory with Joe, and that's some of them, man. I don't want to give nothing away. Go ahead.
One of them flashbacks got me, and it pissed me off. Well, most of the flashbacks for him pissed me off.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, why kids so mean? Why? Please, parents.
But it was nothing. It wasn't nothing where it was like, this something that can't happen. No, that's something that looked like it can happen, and it does happen. Especially in foster homes and stuff like that. Yeah. Innocent, man, are you serious? That stuff happens, and you don't know what somebody can turn into dealing with that type of trauma.
You don't know what somebody can turn into. So, did you see the scene? Do you remember the flashback scene that he had with his mom, where he actually found her?
You talking about?
I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know, he punched the
man.
Like, are you serious?
And you bringing that scene up? I'm glad that I didn't bring it up, because it hit me right now just thinking about that scene, and him just standing there and she doing what she doing at that moment. Like,
how dare you?
And I'm telling you, we gonna come. That scene, I feel like that's something that's gonna be a part of season 4. Because I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I hope you do.
If they do make a season 4, I want to know more about Love.
They announced that when it's going off. Yeah, it's season 4 coming.
I want to know more about Love, because, like, why is she so messed up? I mean, I get it. Like, her mom was neglectful, unattentive. So was her dad. All she had was her twin brother. It was just them against the world. But, like, to the point of that, I felt like that at my childhood with my sister sometimes. But, like,
hold on, what's her name?
To the point that she killing people? Like, wow, what's wrong with Love?
Excuse me if we sound like we all over the place with the review, but like I said, that's why I said we let the weekend go out. This was a binge. This is a binging show where you can watch all the episodes. But as far as who you talking about, Victoria Predaniti, I hope I'm saying that right now, but her name is Victoria, who plays Love. She has a look, just her look alone, where it can go between seductive and psycho. Just her look. I want to give a shout out to her, the actress playing her, because she playing on another series on Netflix, The Hunt in the Hill House. But what she doing, just with her look alone, because when she looking at the boy Theo, the next door neighbor, when she trying to be all like, I'm sitting there like, damn, she. But when Joe, at the same time, when Joe is talking to her, you know, at the dinner, this is the last episode at the dinner where he tried to tell her, she looking like, I'm like,
bruh,
Joe, stop. Stop.
Look, I have to say something about people romanticizing this show. Stop.
Oh no,
Stop.
no.
That ain't love. Ain't nothing about this show love.
That ain't even
Joe
toxic to me.
This is
that's not toxic. To me, that's not toxic. That's psycho.
Okay. I didn't say toxic.
I'm just saying, because like you saying, I see people like, man, that's toxic love. No, that's psycho, crazy. They are killing people. What you talking about?
Toxic. I didn't know killing people just
like
a toxic level.
hitting your spouse is bad enough if y'all hitting each other and one thing another, but going on a killing spree, like, no.
Oh gosh. But yeah, stop romanticizing this. Ain't nothing romantic about it. Ain't nothing. This ain't no real love. This is some bullshit.
No. It's really
think
the
about
acting.
The reason that and think about the reason that their marriage started in the first place. He only married her because she was pregnant, and then like the whole twist at the very beginning, and he just like dang, Joe. Like that, hold on, that almost made me like give up on him as a person. I was like, where I will cut this off.
That almost made you give up on him as a person.
As a person that dealt with postpartum, like I kind of get it. So
when love find that box, man, I'm like, oh no, I can't. I was done. I was almost about to say, man, look. We'll watch this tomorrow. We'll finish. He's doing too much. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting.
Yo, the fact that they studied it, like as far as like being in as looking at some healthy parts of their relationship, the fact that they studied each other so much to the point that they knew stuff, like that's, thumbs up. They went to therapy. Thumbs up. I mean, granted, the reason that they went to
and I will say something about that, because if you're with somebody that long enough, you know somebody. You know when something going on. You know when certain things starting to change. The way love would analyze Joe and say, no, I know. She was on some detective shit like this, that, and that. Like, I'm like, whoa. And even Joe, he slept up a little bit because he'd be in his damn world, and then he started thinking like, oh shit, wait a minute. Wait a minute. She know. She know.
Oh, I mean, there was one redeeming thing about love when she pardoned someone. She gave them a pardon.
I'm trying to remember because
kill someone.
It was somebody I thought she was gonna do that for, but she was like, nah. No.
Talking about towards the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, the reason that she did it.
Oh, I know who you talking about. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the reason that she did it also made her, little more palatable. She seemed a little more noble at that point. But then it was like,
as soon as she left, as soon as she left, she said that like, I see why you like. Yeah, she's like, I'm like, what
the like you said, the range. Has she just going from psycho?
That's what I'm talking about. She crying, like she's sitting there crying. I'm like, oh, all right, here we go. All right, fine.
I hate to say it. It's like the whole shit that the women try to use in like when women in malls be like crying and trying to get attention and stuff like that for I don't know, so because they feel harassed, like stop it.
As far as how do you feel about the route they went with Natalie?
I kind of want to know more about her because, like, was she really into him, or did she, or was she just really just bored? Like, I don't know. I thought we were,
Was Joe really into her? That's because he flipped so quick.
There was evidence that he was. According to Love, that evidence said that he was.
And man, I want to say something, bro. The way Joe analyzed shit in his head, he breaks the shit down so good. You sitting there listening to it, like, damn, maybe. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. No, nigga, you ain't making sense.
Yo, it took me back to like Death Note when they was doing all that deductive reasoning, trying to like figure each other out. I was like, yo, I guess I love psychological thrillers like this where either you're confused or everyone's confused and they're trying to figure stuff out. Like I like, because like the psychology behind this and the fact that people are rooting for Joe or rooting for this marriage, like, what the, or you know, like it just makes you wonder, like, about people's psychological state.
So you don't be rooting for Joe sometimes, even in this season after everything he's done.
Okay, let me go back. Season 1, I rooted for Joe. And then once I started seeing the pattern, I was like it's at the beginning of the season 2, I was like, no, because you ain't changed. Because I'm thinking, I do believe that people can change. But like the fact that he didn't, I was just like, I'm not. I was like, either be a better person to her or don't do this again at all. And then when it ended in season 2 and he was obsessing over the neighbor rate, I was like, nah.
We have to remind people. This is an innocent girl. She's still dead. He put a book out. She's dead. An innocent girl. And not only that, another innocent girl is dead by love. But it still is his fault because he involved her. Man, and we still. It's so many people that's done die. I don't forgot some of the people, and I keep forgetting the little girl that he taking care of. But I think she gonna come in season 4. I think. Spoilers. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Spoilers. The girl don't show up in this season because I already done said too much. She don't show up. If y'all know who I'm talking about, the little girl that he took care of in the last season 2.
And made her an orphan.
One thing I think I need to talk about, because I feel like we done stuck on Joe and them a lot. I want to get to Sherry and Karen.
Sherry and Carrie.
That's their name. Oh my God, I'm sitting here.
Yeah, her name is Sherry. His name is Carrie.
Because I kept thinking, I'm looking at this wrong. Like, wait a minute, am I saying this wrong? Oh my gosh. And I'm sitting here looking at this season. I keep forgetting how retarded, well, not retarded, but just how entangled they was with their lifestyle and the way they was doing stuff. Shout out to the actress playing Sherry, Shalita Grant, and the actor playing Carrie, Travis Van Winkle. They killed this shit. Especially the woman playing Shalita Grant. Man.
She played that part. She played that part well.
Bougie? You talking bougie? Man. And you talking about, this is why I love what you said about the ending, the way they develop these characters and going into the things we find out about them, especially when they going through that situation. I don't want to get that away, but going through that situation, and when he breaks down certain things to her before, like, I'm like, oh, dang.
You can tell that they went to therapy, and I was like, I love the fact that they showing that therapy helps. Like, geez, like that was beautiful. And then the fact that, like, you know, just learning more about them, because I didn't think they were honestly going to be important characters. Like, I thought they was just going to be a nuisance to Joe and Love, you know, the whole time. But I mean,
that's the thing.
Development.
That's the thing you, as a season, has done with even past characters, even though they done killed certain characters off. But it's the character development behind certain characters, and even them in that situation. I'm glad what happened. I was glad, and I'm hoping. I don't want to get in the way. I'm hoping, and if you know what I'm talking about, I'm hoping. I'm just hoping for certain things because that's how much I enjoyed these characters.
What did you think about the finale? Like, I'm
gonna be honest.
How it transpired.
I'm gonna be honest.
Like,
I guess I was let down. I wasn't let down direction they went. I was let down because of how good they ended season 2. I guess because of that, because it was kind of a mystery with season 2 ending.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
It was like whoa.
You wanted more out of it.
Yeah.
And they just kind of like, we made it neat, you know? Because they did kind of make it neat. That's why I said something about it. Like, you know, are they having the season 4? Because like,
that's what hurt it. They announced season 4 too early. Because I'm gonna tell you now, I feel like they announced it before this season started. Because this season started Thursday or Friday, right?
Friday.
Yeah, they announced season 4 before Friday. So I was like, okay, we know somebody's coming out of the situation, and I feel like if they wouldn't have announced that, I don't know how this would have went, especially going into what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, of course, come on now, who is the show going? Like, come on, we're not gonna do this without Joe. And I don't feel like there's spoilers. We're not doing this without Joe. Not to say anything happens to Love or any other characters in here. I'm just saying we not doing this without Joe.
Yeah, we started with Joe. We end with Joe.
And I feel like that
when Joe go, we go. I don't know why we still following his psychotic test.
I don't know. I feel like if they would have not announced the season 4, then I would have been more on the edge of my seat watching that season, the last episode of this season.
Mm-hmm.
I guess as far as side characters, like I said, we got on some of the things with the other neighbors as far as Sherry and Karen. How you feel about the Theo and Matthew?
Matthew's character, I feel like it took them a long time to like actually get him fully introduced. He was just like there, like we knew he existed, but we didn't know much about him or how his face really looked. And then like Theo, I feel like Theo was a necessary character, and I was happy with Theo's conclusion. Because, you know, it could have been.
That was jacked up, man.
He learned the lesson, though. I mean,
I love it because he was playing that role. A young, like, I ain't gonna say, I'm about to give away. He was playing that role. Yes, he was playing a young man. He was playing, like.
Yeah. He did exactly what young men in that situation do. He did. He fell for the traps.
And man, and as crazy as that situation was, imagine that. You know, she was like, man.
First of all, his parents.
That's what I was wanting to say, Matthew. I didn't feel sorry for him. I'm gonna just say that.
He got some issues of his own. Like, he got some ethics issues, but at the same time, I get it. Oh, hold on. We got to hit on something else. This not so subtle propaganda they put in the middle of this daggone beautiful series that was unnecessary, but like, I get it, but like, then the whole push for the.
What you mean?
You know, the whole spreading of germs that could be prevented. I don't want to say the words. The spreading of germs that could be prevented if you get something.
Oh.
Like very propaganda.
Yeah.
That was not even subtle. It was just like boom. Like do it. And
they was trying to. That's why they was trying. You know they was doing though. They was setting up that for that incident to happen.
Yeah, and I get it. And I was like, but still, like the wording of it was very propaganda like, then more so, hey, we just put this in here as, you know, to make it seem more relevant, you know. I get it was very relevant, but it was just like you kind of being one-sided with some of your wording of what you're saying.
I guess I kind of understood what they was doing as far as storytelling. But at the same time, they was trying to do their whole agenda with, you know, what's going on with the pandemic. So they got to throw that in there. Like I said, I just feel like they was trying to throw that in there for storytelling, especially leading up to the events that happened. And you know how crazy, just saying how crazy, you know, Joe and Love is, making it, I guess, trying to make it justifiable why they was doing what they was doing.
Yeah. I like I said, I get what they was doing. It was just like certain phrases they didn't.
Oh, okay.
It seemed
I
like it
understand that.
was a little. Everyone should do this way type of thing. Oh, speaking of that, I like how they also talked about parenting. So like they hit on like how first of all the privilege of people living in a certain area or have access to certain things, you
Yeah.
know, that's a big thing that people don't realize. Also, just like different parenting styles. Everybody at some like it's a lot of people out here that like judge you because you give your kid candy that has dye. You know what I mean? Like how could you? You're slowly poisoning your child. It's like
That's what. Another thing they touched on too, besides all the the entertainment as far as the killing and what Joe and them doing, they got on some certain topics in here. Missing white woman syndrome. They got
yeah,
on it, and I was like, okay, and they didn't jump on it heavy. They didn't throw it in your face. It was a part of
yeah,
the
they
story,
didn't.
and I was like, okay, I'm with this. Yeah,
You know what? I thought that particular scene where they were talking about it, I feel like is how a lot of people in Joe's situation feel because if they don't, like he was like, uh I feel like I'm losing at a quiz that I feel like I don't know the answers to a quiz that I'm supposed to. Like I feel like that's really how genuinely how certain people feel because they don't know how to like they didn't know because some people don't understand how more privileged their life was because
yeah,
of how they grew up and who they are and stuff like that. And in Joe's situation with him being an orphan, he like, what kind of privilege I got? I was an orphan,
he
you know?
understood it, and I was like, yes, this worked. This worked perfectly with this story, especially with everything he done dealt with, and he understood it, and he was sitting there confused like everybody, like, what the hell are y'all talking about? Why are y'all acting like this towards this? And even going into the other situation with the young lady he was thinking about, I don't want to give too much
Mhm.
away, but there's another young lady he was thinking about. She jumped into situations that's happened in the court situation with her
Mhm.
complexion and everything was going on with her ex, and
Woo,
I'm like, come on now. And like I
bruh.
said, none of this is thrown in your face. It's not heavy-handed. It works with the story.
Oh, character development.
Yes.
With us learning about Joe and him actually realizing some of his issues, I was like, yeah, Joe, I realized that issue too.
This season 3, and I feel like they did do. That's the thing I enjoyed about. That's why I said that's what helped as far as the season finale. That's why I feel like it wasn't a bad season finale or whatnot as far
Hmm.
as surprise elements. I didn't feel like they had to do the same thing because I feel like going that route would have been doing the same thing from season 2. So with what they
Hmm.
was doing as far as those social topics, which wasn't heavy-handed, I feel like that worked. On the other
Yeah.
end, it's like, was this the strongest side characters we done had in the season as far as you?
Yeah, because most of the side characters, yeah, because like the first
I feel
side
like that too.
characters, the only people I remember is the therapist and the black girl that he started dating when he
Yep,
let Guinevere go.
that's the thing about it. And I
Was
think,
the kid in the second? No. Oh, and it was a little boy because he always helps a
yeah, the
kid.
little
He
boy. That was the first
like
season,
they
if I'm
keep
not
that
mistaken.
consistently,
Yeah,
huh?
that was the first season, right?
Yeah, the first season was a little boy, and then the second season was a little girl.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I feel like in this season they got so many strong side characters, especially by the end of it. It's like that's the thing I was saying about. I don't want to give nothing away, but I'm saying if these characters live, can we get more with these characters in the next season?
Yeah, because I don't want to just completely leave these characters, not
Yeah,
all of them, especially because
if
like,
they live.
especially because like I said, they left everything so neat, but like I don't feel like it's clean. Like it's never gonna be clean, you know? Especially not with certain other people being just as
Man,
obsessive as Joe and Love.
with what Joe did, we have to really think about this. I'm glad he did what he did. We have to remember though, this is Love and Joe, if you know what I'm talking about, with what he did. as far as that seed. Yes.
You know what? I thought about that too. I was like, my goodness.
I really hope they do that though. I hope they go that route.
I like how they added Love's mom into the season. Yeah. They incorporated her a lot. And that gave us some more insight on Love. But like, bruh, her mama.
Man. I did though. I like when she broke something down to Love. She hit her ass one time and she was like, oh, like, whoa, yeah.
She
did though, because when you sitting there really thinking about it, you like, man, you know what? Yeah, you're privileged.
But this is her daughter. Of course, she knows her daughter, but like your daughter is a product of you.
You're right. Yep. You're right,
bruh. That one scene with her mama, I was like, I was holding my breath.
Were you thinking she was gonna do something?
Well, when she was in the drive-through line, I was just like, I was like, worker, please call 911 immediately. Please call. You know, don't let her leave. Let her. You know what I mean? Because I was just like, no innocence.
That's how you felt about him. That's how you felt about that, and that's how I felt about that blind dude. Don't nothing happen. Don't let nothing happen. Like it was one scene where he like, hey, I still got, such and such. I mean, you ain't getting no bit rush or nothing. I mean, I'm good. I'm like, man, y'all better, man. I'm just saying,
that's why I was happy that Joe made that happen for him.
But like I said, I'm thinking about on the other end too.
who they ran?
Yeah. And I definitely think they gonna go that route. I 100% feel like they definitely gonna do something with that.
I mean,
because another thing I want to talk about.
Go ahead.
It's crazy. I don't feel like it's a crazy topic because this is what Joe did. Joe was a lot calmer this season, and what I mean is you can get a lot of that crazy masturbation for Joe. Spoiler alert, if you like to see Joe masturbate.
I think we got just one good one in that.
He stopped. You remember? He was about to, yeah. I swear I don't remember him like.
Well, he got interrupted.
And I gotta remember, he do got a kid this season, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Because you gotta remember, this nigga was outside of windows on some. He didn't give up.
And like I said, and women want that type of love, y'all better stop before you end up in a box somewhere.
With his head. Man, I'm gonna say this right now. That head is a whole character. I gotta get me one. I'm getting me a Joe head. Next Halloween, I'm definitely gonna be able to get it this next Halloween. Look out for that Joe head. I'm getting me one. Cause it's definitely the same color, right? Blue. Man,
he looked like a narc with the hat on.
I loved it though. That's what
I. To blend in with it. You see?
He be just sitting back there like no mask or nothing. You see this? I'm not being disrespectful for nothing, but you see this white Caucasian dude sitting there with this blue ass hat on, no tinted windows, in meetings and everything, walking around. And I like what my man said. Nigga, I see you. I seen you the whole time. I'm like, thank you. I seen you.
I feel like the writers and stuff be going on the comment sections and stuff to read what people say. And I feel they can be like, all right, we gonna put that in there.
I definitely feel like they had to do that this season. I feel like they said, no, we gotta call them out this season. We can't let them get away with it. Man.
So what did you think about the whole way they handled marital affairs? Like, as far as like,
I can't say that because this is Joe and Love.
Okay, my thing is, I feel like they hit on a lot of like monogamous versus polyamory.
Yes,
versus,
that part. Okay, yeah, we can talk about that part. Yeah,
because that's like totally different things.
this the part I was talking about as far as when Joe was with old girl or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
The other
Which
wife.
girl?
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Okay, yeah. Okay. The other, we don't know which wife though, because we just talked about a lot
I'm just
of
saying
wives,
with the other wife or whatnot. The way he was forcing it though. Like, I want you to smack. I want to say something about Joe though. Was he pushing more towards messing with the dude and not the other wife? Cause he was acting like, nah, I don't want to mess with her, but he was all good when he was up there alone.
No,
but I'm like,
no. I think he was kind of scared of her, and then he was scared of Love, because Love is jealous.
And the fact that she's sitting
first
there.
Of all, would you not be scared of Love? Like,
can we
she's
say
intelligent. Man, first of all, the food, like, bruh,
that's what I was saying about her look. That it's intimidating. It was that last episode. She is terrifying. Not funny at all. Not on serious everything. She terrifying in that last episode. Love, I'm gonna tell you right now. This ain't even spoilers. I feel like Love is already a terrifying character. She is absolutely terrifying in that last episode. That's all I'm gonna say. She is absolutely terrifying in the last episode, and the way she switched it so many times. It was two people I thought was okay, and one of them wasn't. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause the way it was like 2 times she was thinking about it. She was like, I ain't gonna do it, but nah.
Yo, I feel like Sherry and Carrie had a lot of funny moments. Like them being those friends. I feel like they used Carrie for a lot of comic relief.
He had 2 moments where I thought it was. He had 2 moments where I thought it was over. The first moment was funny as hell when he came in the woods. When a certain situation happened, I thought the shit was done. And at first I thought Joe was dreaming, but everybody else noticed it, and they was like, oh, see, he's straight.
Yo, Joe in his dreams be having you confused for a
second.
He be like, what?
Yes. Especially even when he talking to himself, I'm like, hold on, is this nigga?
Is this real Joe?
Yes. It's almost like he got premonitions or some shit. For real.
Hey. But yeah, Carrie, he is hilarious. Like, you just think that he's stupid, but like,
that's what I feel like they pushed the narrative for both of those characters, Sherry and Karen, this season, all the way up into those last 2 episodes, which was pivotal episodes, was I feel like the best episodes in this season. Definitely, man. That scene, I'm telling you, I feel like as an audience, people are gonna love that scene when they go back upstairs and they don't know if this situation is what it is, and they be like, go. I love that scene. I love that scene, man. But overall, I feel like this season pushed the narrative to make Joe look a little innocent compared to who he's married to. That's how I feel.
I feel like they tried to make a comparison, and they tried to make you root for one, and I was just like, they both crazy, they both psychotic, they both need help. Like, no, you're not gonna trick me.
I gotta say though, out of all the craziness, I enjoyed certain moments, even when they was doing these moments with Joe and Love, where you could tell that partnership, where it was like they got each other. Like, I don't care what you say, they gonna hold each other down. Look, hey, even no matter what situation it is, they gonna make sure they get this done to hold each other down. As far as storytelling, I enjoyed them moments. As far as storytelling.
A question: if your partner kills somebody, you helping them cover it up? You like, I plead the fifth.
If y'all ever seen that Cameron interview where he said he won't snitch on his nephew murder, I plead the fifth. Dave Chappelle, fifth. I plead the fifth. Ride or die. Ride or die. Nah, man. Don't do me like that. What about you? Same question to you.
Hey, birds of a feather flock together. Whatever that means.
Okay, I like that. Because if you confused, that means whoever watching is confused too. So we're gonna keep it that way. Overall, one thing I want to ask: what is your feelings on season 4 predictions?
I mean, they could take it so many ways. I just, it's like, are they gonna make unfinished business? Okay. I still got a. I feel like they might just leave some stuff open because it's still stuff open.
I feel like they did that on purpose. I definitely feel like they did that on purpose.
It's so much stuff they left open in season 1. As far as like, you remember when he peed in the jar at Peach house?
Yeah. That ain't. Everything can always come back in a form for it. They do. I feel like they doing everything on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, you got to think, Disney ain't about to just get away with something is going to happen.
How many things he had to cover up. And then it's like this whole convenient letter thing.
It's always like, something convenient going on for him.
Yes.
And I'm going to say this now. This season, in particular, season 3, I feel like he was out of his element the most. A lot of things happened in this season where I feel like he was caught off guard.
Well, he was used to controlling this all by himself, but he having to deal with her stuff, and they trying to raise a child.
That's another thing I feel like I enjoyed about this season. Joe was unpredictable in whether he was going to be able to get certain situations done. I feel like in past seasons, you feel like, okay, he good, he got this. Not this. Because at one point, he was ready to confess, right? Season 2. Is the last season, he was ready, he was done. If I'm not mistaken, because then he locked himself in the box and like, I'm done. I'm ready to confess or whatever. Yeah, Love, when Candace locked him in there, right?
Oh, yeah. Is this when he was on the shrooms?
I don't think so. This was before I think Love killed Candace. I think Candace locked him in there and she was leaving, and that's when Love showed up, I think. But like I said, I think that's when he was about to confess. And if I'm not mistaken, that's when he did the little shit with Love, and she's like, I'm pregnant. He was like, wait a minute.
Yo, I would have had her crazy tail pee on the stick in front of me, because... And the fact that she still married him after that, knowing that he was going to slit her throat. Like, you are crazy, both of y'all. No.
I feel like this, like I said, Love is terrifying in this season. She's terrifying. I'm not saying what she does. I'm just saying she is terrifying in this season. And in particular, that last episode, she absolutely terrifying. She is.
Absolutely.
Besides that, like I said, that was pretty much my outtake and my review, my recap on everything I enjoyed about this season or whatnot. You have anything else you feel like you wanted to get into?
Nah. I think we covered everything.
Well, I definitely feel like we did.
Too specific.
Like I said, my bad if we feel like we was all over the place, but I feel like if you binge watch this, what I think a lot of people did, you know everything. I appreciate you coming through, man, for another review, man. And like I said, we'll jump on the Green Inferno Wednesday, same time.
All
right. Appreciate Nadia for coming through. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. This is the road to 300 subs. We definitely almost there. Appreciate everybody been checking out my videos, and definitely appreciate all my subscribers and my newer subscribers that have been subscribing to my page. We out.
We are just the nice, normal neighbors next door. We are a team.
The best team.